Seventh, Santia. Vedomir, a courageous warrior from the Korean clan, spoke to Perun. These are the words. You tell us, enlighten us, our bright leader. Will the great priest save the holy faith of the ancestors on the holy land of the great race from foreign enemies? That is why I ask you, for we walk with the kin of 3 moons among our relatives. The bright god answered the warrior. Listen to me, good young man. Heavy fate is destined for the great priest. Misunderstanding of people will surround him, for ancient wisdom will become incomprehensible to many children of humanity from the clans of the great race and the heavenly kin. And indeed, his task is to explain to people the foundations of ancient knowledge and the meaning of the runes, preserved in the laws of the one Creator. The great priestess will bring new life to the expanses of the holy land of the race. And all the clans of the great race and the descendants of the heavenly line will know the life that brings the light of ancient wisdom, which is preserved by the priests of the great shrine of Ingli. She will establish happiness and a righteous life throughout the land of the race, so that the world's bright soul of Jiva finds refuge in the hearts of every person from the heavenly line and the great race, starting from the revived Asgard of Iri. Vedomir, a warrior from the Korean clan, asked Perun again, Tell me, enlighten me, bright leader, how will the great priestess be born? From which clans will her parents come? And how will the light of ancient wisdom illuminate the entire world of Midgard? Perun answered the warrior of the Korean clan. Listen, warrior, to my words. When the high priest of the primordial fire completes the 14-year training of the son of the priest of the forest from the 3-moon clan, he will declare him his successor and lead him through 3 initiations. On the day of the great celebration, the bright gods and the wise ancestors of the high priest of the primordial fire will undoubtedly summon him, for he will have truly completed his mission on Midgard. The new high priest from the 3-moon clan will begin his deeds, traveling from town to town, preaching the ancient wisdom of the faith of the primordial ancestors and healing those who are sick in soul and body. Returning to the Irian Asgard, he will summon his disciples and teach them the foundations of ancient wisdom, and he will begin to build a shrine of the ancient faith of the primordial ancestors, the race of the great and the heavenly kin. And when the time comes, they will bring to the high priest the 14-year-old daughter of the great Vidunya from the newly arrived clan, so that she may study the ancient, hidden wisdom. And the great priest will begin to teach the daughter of the great Vidunya the secret knowledge, and he will raise her to be the priestess of the White Temple, and her mother, the great Vidunya, will begin to heal souls and raise the children of the clans of the great race and the heavenly kin. And the high priest will surround the daughter of the great Vidunya with care and love, and he will protect her from the servants of the world of darkness, so that they do not seize her soul and lead the daughter of the great Vidunya down a dark, soulless path, leading the souls of people into the abyss of hell, lying in the dark depths of the world of Navi. For the servants of the world of darkness know that the daughter of the great Vidunya, surrounded by the care and love of the great priest, will give birth to a beautiful child who will become a great priestess. The savior of the Holy Land, the clans of the great race, and heavenly line descendants. In the sacred summer, this child must indeed be born, for from that time on, all the gods of the heavenly line will help and serve the future great priestess, The mother of the wet earth herself will provide her with food, and the heavenly cow Zeman will nourish her with its milk. Gamayun, the prophetic bird, will sing to the great priestess about the preserved ancient great wisdom. The god Vaishyan himself will indeed guard her dreams, while Mother Lada will safely protect her from evil during the day. Mother Mekosh will take care of her, and God Krishan will play for her on the flute. But the forces of darkness will gather together, and will want to destroy this child, so that the ancient knowledge, runes, and wisdom hidden in timelessness perish, for their great goal is to prevent the birth of the great priestess, and they will exert all their powers to ensure that her birth does not happen for all eternity. And the servants of the world of darkness will surround the mother of the future great priestess with great lies and flattery, and they will invite the mother of the future great priestess to great festivities, where both lies and soullessness are honored, where idleness and self-admiration are the norm, where baseness and depravity are worshipped. The dark forces will send seducers and temptresses to the daughter of the great seeress, so that they may slander the great priest and the ancient faith of the ancestors. All dark forces will be directed to separate the great priest from the daughter of the great wise woman, for the forces of darkness know that if they are separated, the great loss and the non-birth of the great priestess will lead to the death of the high priest, as his mission is to raise the great priestess. But he will be reborn, as foretold, after one cycle of years, and this will be the last time the reign of the forces of darkness in all lands of Midgard earth. The all-destroying fire of retribution from the forces of light will burn the servants of the world of darkness, and all the descendants of foreign enemies, who filled the entire human world with soulless emptiness, carrying lies and vices on their banners, laziness and cruelty, desire for others' possessions and lust, fear and insecurity in their own strength. And this will be the great end of the world for the foreign enemies who came from the dark world. And the end of the time of darkness will come for all the tribes of the great race and the descendants of the heavenly line. Remember, illustrious priests of gods of the great race and the heavenly line, and you silver-haired seers, and you wise magi, heed my words. Inscribe their runes on the sanctuaries and stones in your shrines and temples, so that your descendants remember the difficult times that the river of time will bring on its fleeting waves, and be prepared for the heavy trials. If the descendants of your clans keep these words in memory and unite many forces to defend the faith of the wise ancestors, nothing will save the enemies of the great race and the heavenly lineage from the striking fire of retribution from the forces of light. For whoever among the children of humans walks the path of the forces of light will be saved. But he who walks the path of the forces of darkness will find destruction. By the will of God Svarog, my father, I have proclaimed to you the eternal laws of the universe and the great trials throughout the Svarog circle and the 99 circles of life, which will occur in the future on Midgard. This great destiny must be fulfilled by your heirs, so that all that is foretold by the great Ramha comes to pass on the surface of the shining waves of the river of time, and God watches over the fulfillment of this with numbers. 8th